The stakes are high for this year's elections, but for the governing NPP, its bread basket, which is the Ashanti region, should be an easy ride, or, well, they expect it to be an easy ride. This morning, I'm seated with the regional chairman of the NPP, Bernard Boesiako, popularly known as Chairman Wontumi, because the NPP has been focusing very heavily in the Ashanti region. And this morning on Hat Talk, we'll be talking about the NPP's bread basket and the expectations of this region. Mr. Wontumi, good morning. You're welcome to Hat Talk.
Good morning, Sarah.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you
How's
too.
the campaign going?
We are doing well, by God's grace. We are going to win. Yeah.
You're sure about that?
Not two ways about that.
You've been campaigning in all the 47 constituencies in the Ashanti region, but in the last 10 days, I'm aware that the vice president is in town, or your candidate. How is that going? How's the reception been?
Yeah, it's okay. The reception is exceptional. From 2016 to 2020, I can say that this is the time the Ashantis has really behind our candidates, both the chiefs, the kings, the chiefs, the paramount chiefs, and traditional chiefs, both the pastors and the Muslims and the Muslim chiefs and everybody. We just really behind the NPP candidate, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, because of his ideas and his policies and stuff. It's attracted the youth, and a lot of has brought a lot of energy into the region. So we are happy.
You talk about his policies and his ideas, and although beautiful as you say it, there are some who say that and make the argument that he's the vice president now. This government's administration is not over. When he talks about things like abolishing e-levy, abolishing the betting tax, he can do it now or propose for it to be done now. What do you say to that?
Mahama has been a vice president before, and vice is vice. That is why he himself relates vice president as a mate and driver. When you are the president, this is a Akufo-Addo administration. So all decisions and all the policies will be proved by Akufo-Addo. Mahama no. So anybody who don't want to accept that Bawumia is a vice president, indeed, he's limited to some of the powers he should have been exhibited to the Ghanaians, then this one then is unfair.
But the same vice president is championing a lot of things. He touts himself as the best vice president Ghana has ever had.
Because Akufo-Addo gave him that privilege, to exhibit the digitization or bring this Ghana card and stuff. When Atames was the same thing, he gave Mahama a chance to champion the Ghana card, but he couldn't do it. He gave Mahama a chance to buy Airbus aeroplane, then become a disaster. Just that Bawumia is somebody, when you give things to him, he will make sure he do it and do it well. That is the difference. So when he say he's the best, he's the best. And it's not him who is saying it. It's us. It's you and me who is saying. Because from Jerry John Rawlings, we remember Aka, he beat him. You remember? He beat Aka. And after the Aka, he changed to Atames. We know what happened. Okay? And when Atames also, when the Kufuor came, Kufuor also took Aliu Mahama. We knew what happened. Okay? And Atames came, he took Mahama. Atames set up a committee, police committee, to investigate him because there was a big corruption to affect and disgrace the whole country, the Airbus, government official 1 and 5, So when Bawumia is saying, or when we are praising Bawumia, that is the best, because his boss, Akufo-Addo, is saying that he has done well. And we all know, even the COVID time, when the COVID came, it was a big decision for the whole world, to exhibit their experience and their professionalism to their people, And Akufo-Addo came out to say that once it's difficult, Bawumia, he fought to Bawumia, and Bawumia give him a good counsel. So he's good, and you cannot, look at the mobile Momo. If and now anybody can send you money through the Momo and stuff. Bawumia, if you are coming and then you can have, we can send you the addressing system, then you can log in your phone and pass into the. It's Bawumia. It's a Bawumia who advises his boss. Advising is different from you owning or taking a decision. It's a Bawumia who
all the things that Bawumia says he's done, he can't own them. They are not his initiative.
You see, he cried for help. He cried for help. It means that he's not the source. Akufo-Addo is the source. Akufo-Addo is the president. Bawumia is the vice president. When Akufo-Addo is not there, then he take over. But Akufo-Addo is there. So when people are saying that why when Mahama was as a vice president or the president, the things Bawumia has done, if you compare, Mahama cannot come in here to Bawumia. That is why when people are calling for them to debate, Mahama is fleeing. He has debated with him on 208. That time even Bawumia having been a vice president, but Mahama was a vice president. But Mahama debated. But when he tests the debate and Bawumia floors the, call him Mahama, that is why he decided that, no, this guy, I don't want to meet him. I don't want to, Donald Trump, he debated Kamala Harris.
Yeah, but I mean,
so why you
a couple
don't
of years back,
why you don't want to
when
debate?
Mahama was calling for a debate against Nana-Addo, this same man, Dr. Bawumia, asked him to go and debate the economy. So what is good for the goose is good for the gander, isn't it? Now that it suits you, you want a debate.
My sister, Akufo-Addo has debated Mahama before.
Yes, but at some point, former President Mahama was calling for a debate, and Akufo-Addo didn't want to do it.
It's not true. Do you want to debate Akufo-Addo? Akufo-Addo is open. He's a lawyer, astute lawyer. When we talk about Attorney General in Ghana or Foreign Affairs, Akufo-Addo, his achievement is there, it's clear. Akufo-Addo is an open-minded person.
All right.
So Bawumia want to debate.
That chapter seems closed because John Mohammed's camp has said it won't happen. But let's move on. Let's come back to where we were, which is the Ashanti region.
Okay.
You say that the people of the region have accepted Dr. Bawumia for his ideas and his policies.
Yes.
Now, in 2016, your party got about 76% in the Ashanti region. In 2020, it dropped. And with the current economic challenges and how people are complaining, political watchers say that if you're not careful, you may not even get up to 70% in the Ashanti region.
So, who is the expert? We are the people who are living in Ashanti, and all my time, my youthful age has been spent by the politics. I was voted twice in Bosontwe constituency as a chairman, and 3 times chairman in Ashanti Regional Chairman. It never happened before. All the political parties, nobody, if you are comparing my achievement, I'm a leader. And I'm saying that, we are winning. We are winning. And 2016 campaign was different from 2020 campaign. 2016, we was in opposition. Okay? And that time, if you could remember, the Dumso, Muhammad Dumso, and famous Dumso that he introduced or he brought to Ghana was everywhere, an economic challenge, because if you don't have electricity, how can the seamstress or tailors go and sew? How can the fitter in mechanics go to the work and do? How can the hairdressers go? So Muhammad time was the worst to this time. We all know.
There are people who say that Muhammad's time was bad, but this time is worse because the economic challenges are worse off than when John Mahama was governor.
It's not true. It's not true.
So you don't agree with the Ghanaians who say that things are not going well?
It's economical science and data. It's economical science and data. When Mahama was, the GDP was 3.4. Was 3.4. He left the GDP by 3.4. When the NPP took over 2017, they withdrew the economy from 3.4 to 7.5. Unfortunately, the epidemics that happened to the world, the COVID, wasn't only in Ghana, was in everywhere. It was a test to all the world, So our president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, he came out openly to tell us that he know how to grow the economy, but he don't know how to, to bring up the dead bodies.
But
COVID
happened in 2020. 4 years later, you're still using COVID as an excuse.
You see, the infection. Jesus said, I will use one day to break the temple of Jerusalem, but I will use the 3 years to build it. So when you say economy, it's something you build it gradually. So in 2020, 2021, when we know how the economy, how we should accept the COVID and work on. Unfortunately, the Russia and Ukraine war also came on. And Ghanaian business people, we buy a lot of things from Ukraine,
What things?
Like iron rods, like cement, like so many things. It's like going to China to buy this. The business people, they all the time will choose where and what the people want. The businesses is the demand and supply. So when the people want the demand for, that doesn't matter what the country, the business people will go, they will supply, and then they will get their money. This is how the business people are doing businesses. So on 2021 wasn't. So 2021, 2022 was a difficult and challenged time. Now, even if you are comparing dollar to pounds or euros, you will see, I grew up in London. I grew up in London, and I know now in London, so many things has changed, inflation and this. And as I was saying, now Ghana economy, it fell down to 0.5 from 7.5 because of COVID. That time that we got our taxes from Tama Harbour and Takoradi Harbour. We shut it down, and then airport we shut it down, and the entries of the borders that they can do African trading to increase our distance, we shut it down. Nobody was going to the work, but we was paying all the people, at the same time, because of the status of the COVID, we was employing both police and nurses and doctors for them to help us, to protect us.
Okay, but how do you explain the exchange rates now when a dollar is about 16 cedis to 17 cedis?
What I can
how
say,
do you explain it? When you have your candidate who touts himself as the economic messiah?
You see, let me tell you, I can explain. MPP 2004 to 2008. Okay, we made 1 Ghana, $1. You see, it's about the foundation. If you have the foundation, okay, you understand. I'm a businessman.
Yeah.
You know, so I understand the dollar to the city.
So
okay?
if NPP made $1 to a city, one
to a
city.
So when we lost, the 208 is the biggest mistake some of the Ghanaians made, you know, to vote against the NPP. So when we lost in 208, because of the foundation that we built, okay, that we built to bring a $1 to one city, there is a system. You have to own a system, okay, to build it to bring $1 to one city. So after we left the office, okay, the NDC doesn't know. You know, when you read the Bible, he said that it has given to you to know how to govern, how to bring the dollar and the city together.
Is it the Bible?
You should interpret it.
Okay.
You know, in the Bible, he says that it has given to you to know the mystery in the kingdom of God. By them, it has given to them in Proverbs so that they won't understand and do it. Okay. So if you don't own the system, you can't do it. So when we won 2016, 2017, we took over all the system that we set it up. He have destroyed it.
So you mean the NDC is to blame for the exchange rates today?
Yes, because the Mahama himself said that
hasn't been in power for 8 years.
The meat has been chopped. Now he left with the bone. That is why the system we left, you know, like we brought the policy like teacher trainee allowances to encourage them, nursing trainee allowances to encourage them.
What does that
free maternity.
What has that got to do with the?
They cancel it. They cancel all these policies the MPP set up. Even they brought capitation to the Ashanti, you know, and the policies that we brought, you know, when we say well, somebody is rich, okay, you cannot see it, but you look at the person, maybe the house, the car,
the assets,
the asset, then you say the person is rich. So if we say that NPP was doing well from 2020 to 208, it's about the policies. So now, if you are saying NPP are doing well, it's about the policy.
But how do you just suppose what you just said, that the NDC is to blame for the? Hold on. Let me finish.
Because they destroyed the fundamental foundation.
But it is the same candidate of yours who said that when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rates will expose you. This was when he was campaigning. You didn't know that the systems had been destroyed then?
No, let me explain it in a business way. You know, you are journalist.
Don't explain it in business. Explain it in layman's terms, because not every Ghanaian is a businessman.
Okay, let me explain it in layman's terms. What it means is that time we was having doomsaw, and everybody can see that we have a doomsaw, and the whole Ghanaian, the system, you know, was destroying. Okay, but when we took over, you know, from 2017 2018, the Ghanaians, we promised Ghanaians about free education. Okay, so in 2017, the January or March, we sent this policy to the parliament, and we started from the first year. But unfortunately, the COVID is not brought to the world by a Akufo-Addo government, you know, but it come from Hunan, the China.
What has that got to do with the exchange rate?
No, it affects the businesses. You know, when it came, the Ghana airport, you cannot travel there. So if you have money, you cannot go.
But at some point, they opened the airport and they were charging what
can you calculate the force?
Ridiculous amounts.
Have you done economics before? Demand and supply.
I am not an economist, but I know demand and supply
scale of preference. Do you understand economics? When you stop for a business, okay, and you calculate the force, Okay, if your company can shut down now, okay, that is why I use the analogy that Jesus said he can use one day to break the temple of Jerusalem and use 3 days to build. It means why Jesus cannot say that I will use one day to destroy it and use one day to build. Okay. It takes time to build economy. Okay. So if you may recall, on 2020 when we won, it takes another 4 years, 2026 going there about before we brought a lot of policies to help Ghana. You know, so the Ghana economy now it has grew from 0.5 okay to 5.8. It's never happened before.
It's still is not feeling it in their pocket.
My sister, if you want to know, the free education that we are enjoying, it wasn't there, but the school was there. You know, so this money, if somebody want to feel money in their pocket, what I will say is that if you are not paying school fees, okay, to the people or your family people or your children, it means that indirectly government is supporting you or sending money into your pocket.
But
okay,
it's not every Ghanaian who has their child in the free senior high school.
Okay, let me tell you too. In Ghana, we live in settlement community.
Okay.
We live in family. This is how our culture and our tradition lead us. So everybody, you go to your family house so Ghana, if you have and your sister doesn't have, he can say, Sawa, your clothes that you are wearing, can I have? Say, why can I take your shoe? This is how the Ghana.
And that is putting money in the pocket of the ordinary Ghanaian?
No, so I'm saying that even if you don't have a children, okay, somebody, if you are wealthy, if you are pastor, if you are a breadwinner, okay, in your community, the people will come and say that, please, kindly help my child. He's a very brilliant. He got this aggregate, but nobody whom to contact to give me assistant hand. So kindly help us. We know a lot of Ghanaians, especially in Ashanti, the women who are selling their clothes for the school. Going to secondary school wasn't an easy decision because NPP government has made it free. That some of the Ghanaians take this policies as a normal policy. It's not normal. When I was going to the Prempeh College, we have so many people. There was a brilliant, there was good than me, but because my father, okay, Nana Kwame Nkrumah was having money, okay, I have a privilege to go to the Prempeh College. But now the rich man children can go to the Prempeh College or go to any school, and the poor person children also can go to the school.
And for you,
so it's about the policies.
Wontumi, once there's free senior high school, nobody should complain about the state of the economy.
No, you are saying that. Don't you see?
I'm asking you.
Your perception and your perspective, I cannot change. But what the Ghanaians have accepted, what the Ghanaians know, you know, look at the ambulances that you are enjoying. Okay, look at Agenda 111.
How many of them have you completed?
Oh, about 30 to 35.
Where are they?
You can search. You are a journalist. Google now. Google.
Where? Just tell me. You've been leading this campaign.
Now,
so just tell me.
If you go to Achumakwa and Homa 1, yes, we are completing.
So they are not completed.
Agenda 111. I said that it's 111, and we are going to complete about 30 to 35.
So you have completed it.
We have completed some.
Which one?
Some. I mentioned some. You know, Sarah, it's like you want to say things you want to be happy with. But look, Sarah, it's about the people.
That's not true.
It's about people who are listening to us.
Wontumi, how many of the Agenda 111 hospitals have you completed?
To us. They are happy about the explanation I'm giving to you.
Are you sure?
I'm telling you.
I am a journalist and I'm a mouthpiece for
you see,
a lot of people who will not get the opportunity.
Media, I'm owner of the bigger media in Ghana. I own 5 TVs, 5 radio, 5 online. So when we talk about the media in Ghana, no size.
Okay,
no
that's
size.
Let me ask you. I said you will not run for my question, Mr. Wontumi.
No.
How many of the Agenda 111 hospitals have you completed?
I said we have completed about 30 to 35.
You have completed or you are completing?
I will say, I said, listen to my mouth well, because the listeners are hearing me. I'm saying that Agenda 111 hospitals that Akufo-Addo and Bawumia has introduced since from 1957 up to date. This policy, nobody. Chairman Wontumi is saying that we have completed 30 to 35. So the president and the vice president, our flag bearer, are going to commission for everybody to see
when
before the election came.
We have less than 30. We have less than 30 days to elections.
You see, we politicians, we have our doctrines and our teaching. We have our time. When you read Acts chapter 2 verse 42, he says that apostles have their doctrines and their teachings. So the politicians and the government, we have our time and doing things.
All right.
So when it's due, we will launch it for everybody to see.
Okay.
So if we
they are not completed yet.
You see, I said 30 to 35 has been completed.
And you can't even tell me 2 of them.
Oh. Before you said
Paoma.
Yes.
Where else?
So many places. So many places we have done. So you will see it clearly before the election.
But you don't have the names.
So I say go. Everything now is internet.
Okay.
That is why Bawumia become superior and on top of this 2024 elections. That is why he's winning.
Okay.
That is why we call him digital person.
All right.
I said, go.
Yes, Mr. Wontumi, I will do just that. But let's come back. You know, there are many people on social media who say that for a government or a party in power, you are campaigning as though you are in opposition. Is it because you have the fear that you may not be able to break the 8, as many people say?
Sarah, do you go to church?
Yes, I do.
Do you have Bible on your phone?
Yes, I can get it.
You can get it. Okay. Look at Luke chapter 14, verse 31.
Are you a pastor?
I'm a servant of God.
Okay.
I'm a servant of God.
Luke chapter 14.
14, verse 31.
Okay.
Yes, read it.
Luke 14:31.
31.
Or suppose a king is about to go to war against another king.
Or suppose a king are going to a war against another king. So if suppose a political party, government in power, are going to election against other political party, go on.
Won't he first sit down and consider whether he is able with 10,000 men to oppose the one coming against him with 20,000?
Don't you think NPP, what we have done, free education, Agenda 111, now all the kidney, we are going to be free and stuff, the policies we have brought. Don't you think how we have brought Ghana economy to this stage? Don't you think NPP will sit down and plan how to win election 2024? Continue.
31 is ended.
31 is ended. So don't you think NPP, how we go through, how they delayed us on 208, how they delayed the development of Ghana 208. They cannot stop us. They cannot stop the Ghanaians' development. Now look at cantonment. Look at Loboni. It's like Europe. It's
really?
like Europe.
Which part of cantonment?
Do you know cantonment well?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes.
Ghana is changing.
Which part of cantonment?
Cantonment is changing.
Which part of cantonment looks like Europe?
The roads has been asphalted. Go to East Legon. The roads has been asphalted.
Which part of East Legon?
If you want to see that the country is changing, look at the tallest buildings that you can see. Now, if you're in
what's the tallest
cantonment in Laboni, all the buildings are changing. Come to Kumasi. All the roads we are tarring.
Okay.
Now the NPP government have introduced bold policies to bring us a drip machine.
Let's come back.
All the 277 constituency to tackle our bad roads at the same time.
Okay.
This is what the moment we are talking about. That is why we are not going to allow the NDC to win. And the NPP, we are going to win this 2024 by air, by land, by sea. We are going to win it by fire, by thunder. We are winning. We are campaigning as we
so
are.
Why are you campaigning as though you're in opposition?
Because we want to serve the Ghanaians. We want to continue. No country, you see, when we talk about development, the development will not fall from heaven to earth unless you plan, unless you set up a policies, unless you know what you can do. So at the moment, the plans and how the Ghana and the government have done it, we cannot delay or stop. So we will work hard to win the election 2024 so that the Ghana economy, Ghana development will go. You know, the free education also can continue.
Okay, thank you.
We can finish Agenda 111. The good roads we have started, we can finish.
Okay.
We cannot stop if you are not there, NDC cannot do. So we cannot disappoint Ghanaians.
Okay, Mr. Wontumi, when you were unveiling...
As if we are in opposition to win. This is what the NPP and the Ghanaians want to see us. Okay. Congratulations to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. From 1992 to this time,
Mr. Wontumi,
the campaign Bawumia has done, I haven't seen it before.
Because is it because you are afraid you are going to lose?
Because we are winning. You see,
all right.
If you have your property, if you build something that you cherish, don't you think you have the right to protect it?
Okay, Mr. Wontumi, you said when you were unveiling your running mates that you have 1 million ways to win this election. Give us 3 of those ways that you intend to.
Free education is one. Because
you said 1 million ways.
And I'm saying free education is one. Agenda 111 is 2. 1 district, 1 factory is 3.
Those are the ways you say that you win the election. I cannot
change your perception. Your perception is yours. You know.
I actually don't have a perception. I'm only asking the questions.
And I'm saying then your perspective is yours. I don't want to touch it. But what I know is that we have 1 million ways to win. Your opponents think that when you say we have 1 million ways to win the election, it means that you intend to rig the elections. Did we rig 2016 election?
Can elections be rigged in Ghana?
I ask you a simple question. 2020 election, did you rig? When the NDC said we have rigged the election and they went to court, did you hear their national chairman, Asiedun Katia? Did you heard what he said? He said, my Lord, you know, it's my people who push us here. That is why we came here. We have no evidence. Okay? So if these people keep on lying, go. To me, there is something, you know, let me tell you. My hallmark is be bold and say what it is, but Wontumi don't lie. Okay, so Sawa, the word that you use, withdraw it. And also,
which one?
He said he didn't say that. He said you can go.
You mean Chairman Asiedun Katia said they don't have evidence, and that is people pushing here.
They said beginning he went to
so what do you want me to withdraw?
I
have never called you a liar.
No, that's what I'm saying is not the truth. You know, we have so many ways to say it. And I'm saying, what I'm saying is the truth. You can go. He said beginning, they went to their lawyer, Chechuchikata. And the Chechuchikata asked them, where is your proof and evidence? But Chechuchikata give them the pieces of advices that they don't have, if you don't have, then you will lose. But because of the pressure, and Mahama told them to go, that is why they went. When we went to court on 2013, we went there with the fact, and that time the judges judged, we got 4 and then they got 5. It means that. But this one, all of them judge in favor of NPP, that NDC. So this is the pieces of the lesson that I just want to tell you. So we have a lot to do. We have a lot to do.
Okay.
And we are winning. As for the winning, we are winning, and we have 1 million ways to win election 2024. We have given nursing training allowances. We have brought it back.
Okay. Mr. Wontumi,
teacher training, they are having it back.
Okay.
National health insurance, now it has been the best way. Now the things that we have add or bring to the national health insurance never happened before.
Okay. Mr. Wontumi, let me ask you this. Your opponents say that comparative to when the NDC was in government, the NPP has failed the Ashanti region, because I've seen interviews where the regional minister and the roads minister were interviewed, and they were asked to list 5 monumental things that the NPP has started and completed in the Ashanti region, and they struggled to do so. But as the chairman, hold on, as a chairman of the party, you have been at the forefront of the campaign. Tell me 5 things that the NPP has started and finished in the Ashanti region.
I'm not the spokesperson for NDC, and NDC can ask or say anything they want to do, okay? But if you come to Ashanti, okay, Ashanti, when you are coming by road, okay, you will see Bonkra. Bonkra is J. Kufuor who wanted to do the Bonkra. When the NDC won 208 election, 209 to 2016, they couldn't, okay? But when NPP won, we have done it. If you go to Kumasi Airport, I think when you are coming, you flew yourself to Kumasi, isn't it?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
You saw the beautiful airport. You passed it. Before, wasn't. When Mahama was, he wasn't. He wasn't. Mahama was claiming he was building airport for Ashanti people, but actually it was a kitchen airport. It was a kitchen, the place we cooked. Still the building is there. Mr. Doolittle, he used $29 million. Actually, when we brought people to value it, it was $4 million. Then the whole money got lost. But this airport, you can see, it's an international airport.
Okay,
now
that's 2. What else?
That is 2. Now we are doing all the roads. Now we are sitting in Asqua.
So you haven't completed it?
We are doing roads. You are in Asqua. Before, Asqua wasn't like this. If you are here, from Asqua here, where you are sitting, going to Atonsu to Bosonche, okay, the traffic, it can take you 3-4 hours before you can cross the traffic. But at the moment, the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government have done the road 2 here, 2 here. So now we have traffic for the first time. We have sea traffic like there. It's going to my hometown. So beautiful. If you go to Abuakwa and stuff, you see the beautiful roads that they are doing for us. Third, they have brought us drip machines. They have brought us drip machine. We have 47 constituencies. 47 constituencies. Everybody have 1 grader, 1 roller, 2 tipper trucks, 6 concrete mixers.
But the drip machines are very recent innovations by the government.
But we have brought
for a party that has been in power for 8 years. Your stronghold. These are the things that you can boast of.
Now the construction is happening rapidly in Ashanti, in everywhere in the country. And also, when we came, we also brought the district, okay? The district, about 15 districts also has been added up to the Ashanti.
Is that a project that you started and completed?
Yes, because if you bring a district, the district go with the status. You have to build
You have to bring the police. You have to employ people. You know, you should have the distance to attach with the district. Okay, so now we have 47 constituencies. It goes with development. Okay, so everywhere you will see. And two, we have brought free education. Everybody is seeing. I want to give you even more because we have more. We have ambulances. When MPP was in opposition, and we are having from Kwame Nkrumah time to 2017, we was having 37 ambulances. When MPP came, we have 307 ambulances in the whole country. Okay, now we have Agenda 111. We have one district, one factory. So we are having a lot. Yeah, I think you want me to go about 20. We are employing people. You want me to go to project? 20? I'm saying it go with people. It go.
Okay.
So if you want me to do project, I will do. Now, MPP came. What do you call it?
It's fine. It's fine. Let's move on.
You're fine. Good. The listeners, she's satisfied about the project. MPP government have done it in Ashanti. Thank you.
I didn't say that, but let's move on because of time.
You didn't say that. Then I can go to G.
Do you have time?
G. I'm saying we can go to the G. The building that Champon did. Champon was building.
What is G?
Huge.
Komfanochi. The same hospital that the Otumfuo is raising funds for.
Listen. Let me tell you. The building. There's a lot of buildings going on there. There's a lot of building going on there. Champon is the person who built it. Akufo-Addo broke it down, and now he's nearly completing. As for supporting, every country get a support. Okay. When anytime we made our budget, even the foreign, there is a foreign aid all the time from Kwame Nkrumah time to this time. They support us. So as for raising a fund, in the churches, we raise funds.
All right. Mr. Wontumi,
so is it new?
Let me ask you this.
Otumfuo, we thank you.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Are you happy with the campaign that your running mate is putting up? Many people say that his appointment was to make things easier for the party, especially in the Ashanti region. Are you seeing that?
His what?
His appointment or nomination was to make things easier for your party, especially in this region, because he's a son of the land. Are you happy with the campaign that he's putting up?
Very much happy.
Are you happy with some of his utterances? Because Ghanaians have spoken against it.
Who?
Your running mate.
My running mate. You see, he's very good. He's campaigning. You know, the things that probably, is it you or Ghanaians?
It can't be me. I'm only asking the questions.
The Ghanaians are happy. Ghanaians are happy about our running mate. This is the running mate who has the energy. Okay? If you like, if they are not happy, call NAPO and call Nana Opoku-Agyeman to be there. This running mate that you are asking me is the person when we set up our first policy, free education. He was in charge. The same NAPO, when we transfer him from what do you call it, education to energy, you know, he make the decision be good. So as for the decision, it's about the policies, making sure that is good. We have some people, you know, even they are disabled. When I was in London, Home Office secretary, he was a blind man, you know, but he was doing his work. So you are talking, or the decision cannot. What can you do? What have you done? This is how you can judge NAPO. If he's saying, no, Opoku-Agyeman have to meet NAPO for the debate, for amano, for everybody to see. But they are fleeing. You know, they are fleeing. NAPO has a decision.
Okay, one of the key challenges that political watchers, you know, talk about facing your party, especially in this region, as you are chairman, is Alan Kyerematen going independent, because they believe that majority of his votes could come from the Ashanti region. Are you worried?
Are you talking for them or you? Are you talking for them or Sewa? Sewa, you are happy about your questions you want to ask. Anyway, MPP is MPP. MPP is a blood. MPP is a nation. And I can tell you, as a campaign manager and the regional chairman, who have won 2 consecutive elections, we won when we was in opposition in 2016. We maintained when we was in power, and we are going to win to stabilize Ghana economy and bring development to the Ghana. Okay, so we are not perturbed about anybody. You could be anybody. You see, let me tell you. Come on, if Judas Iscariot, who had opportunity, okay, in Jesus' administration, betrayed Jesus, could it collapse the ministry of Jesus?
So who is Judas Iscariot here?
You are asking. You are asking. You are asking. I'm telling you, we are winning. Our target is 85% in Ashanti region. We are having. Okay.
You still stand by the 85%?
So you have just said it. You have confirmed. And when the 2 people, agree with something, it will happen. All the regions, we have their target. This is our target. We will make 5%. Sure it will come.
You speak about all the regions having their targets, but it seems there's some over dependence on the Ashanti region. Are you doing the same work across the other regions?
Yes, it will come. It will come.
Okay. Now, I recall that one of your promises, as chairman, was to win all the 47 seats in this region. You couldn't get that. You got about 44 of them. Yeah. What is your target going into this election?
Now I can't tell you. It's my strategy now. I can't tell you, but I will say
that you are targeting 85% of the votes.
Yes.
But for the seats,
yes, I can't tell you, but we are winning. 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 We are winning.
What about parliamentary seats? What's your target?
Sarah, I'm not somebody who speak frequent, English probably like you.
We can speak Chi.
But I understand the English that I understand. I'm saying, I'm not telling you, but you see that we are going to have majority of the MPs across the whole Ghana, okay, and we are winning. We are winning the power, and we are winning 85%. So if you break it down, you understand it. In this one, I would say it's a political proverbs. So if you have or seek interpretation of the political proverb, okay, then you will see how we are poised to do our things and win. We are winning. So why we are winning.
Speaking of independent candidates, I mean, you say that Alan Chemanting is no match. Have you seen Cheddar?
You see, when you say Wontumi, Kumasi here alone, I have about 100 houses. You go to Kwadasu, okay? Kwadasu alone. There's some place I have built about 69 houses, and my houses, you can see. Where are them? It's not about boasting here and there. Where are them? Where is the identity? Where can they see them?
When you say correlation between the houses you
see, if you love Ashanti, say something. Where do we see you? Where do you live? Where is your house? Where is your house? Where is your identity? You see, the Ashantis, we Ashantis, that is why they say Ashantis are proud. Ashantis are proud because everybody, if you can see a watchman, he will do the watchman to build and say, this is my house. So go to the whole distance and look for their houses. This is how Ashanti make us proud. The Ashanti, he can be a mate or driver. He want to do something to live in and say, even if it is Atakwame, he will say, this is, Atakwame is a madhouse. He said, this is my house. This is my property. It's not like because it's a campaign, we want to go for election, then somebody will bring into, no. Anything they have, I have more. I'm the governor of the Ashanti. I have more. I live here. This is the place we was born. This is the place we live. We know our people. Our people understand us and we understand them. our vote will never go to anybody. We are going to give, what do you call it, the vote to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
NDC is also targeting about 30% of the votes. Are you aware?
Let me tell you.
Are you
Alan
aware?
Chamatin, he contested for superdelegate. Why did he flee? He flee because Bawumia won in Ashanti. That time he said, I'm Ashanti. Ashanti doesn't see who come from all this, Ashanti see what you have done and what you want to do. So in Ashanti, we have various chiefs here, and our king, our glorious king, Osetusu Abebio, Asante Kotoko, he allow everybody to bring your chieftaincy to the Ashanti. So when we saw that the mentality of Bawumia and the policies he has exhibited, Otunfo said, this is my son. You can call anybody your son or your grandson, but he said, this is my son, and your name is Ajema Prempe, and it's the only father who can give name. So the name he gave wasn't empty because of the Bawumia. He's intelligent, and this. You think Otunfo will say, this is my son, and the Ashantis will disappoint? No.
So what about the NDC's target of about 30% in this region?
Sarah, anybody can target. You have asked me a lot of things. What about my 85% I have targeted? So subtract 85 from 100. It's your job.
That's 15.
So it's up to you to tell them
that they won't get.
They are not campaigning, no. So what? They are not campaigning. Even Mahama came, Bawumia was he has flee from the region. He flee because everywhere, for the past four months now. So what? Even I haven't seen Accra. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Wontumi is here. We are winning.
Okay, let's talk about. Still stay on independent candidates. There are about 22 people who are going independent in your region alone. Do you take responsibility for that?
Have you checked 2016? And have you checked 2020? There was more.
Won't that affect the votes for you?
Oh, so I said, have you checked 2016 independent candidates?
There was more, but we are not talking about 2016. We are talking about 2024.
We are winning. We are winning. NPP is winning.
Let me mirror into Asante.
We are winning.
Yesterday, my team and I, we were in Asante Achim North.
Yes.
And there's this young man who had roots in the NPP. I'm sure that you must be aware of him. Ohene Kwame Frimpong. He was a member of the NPP who is now going independent. And the people in the constituency seem to think that he can cause a confusion in terms of the votes.
NPP is winning, Sewa. This is what I do. This is what I know.
NPP will win in that constituency as well?
I'm not a journalist. I'm saying NPP, we are winning. We are winning.
In Asante Achim North. We
are winning. We have a capable lawyer, and the Apia Kubi. Now he's a senior MP. He has served as a deputy minister of Ministry of Rules, Ministry of what do you call it? Railway, and is very competent. Astute lawyer. We are really behind him. We know what he can do. He has brought a lot of development in Asante. Sometimes you see, it's not about individual. It's not about individual. Individual is good to have your dreams and destiny. But MPP is MPP. So we will support him for and the Apia Kubi to win.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us and making time. But before we go, I want to briefly ask you about, the fight against Galamsey in the Ashanti region. It's one of the huge problems that Ghanaians have been talking about. They've demonstrated about it and all that. Where do you stand in our fight against Galamsey?
When there is no law, there is no sin. So we have the law that is govern the state. And the Galamsey came to the Ghana 1418. That was the time the Galamsey came. That time it was the Portuguese who came to start the Galamsey in our country. That is why they changed the name and call us Gold Coast. Because they discovered the gold. That's a lot of the gold. That is what they call. So, if I don't know your hometown, but your hometown, probably when you go and visit a lot, you will see that they will have made a lot of manholes to get the galamsey. I just want to bring to recently what the leader is Bawumia, who has made the policy for us to go. His suggestions and his dream is that once he comes into a power, what he's going to do is that he's going to change a certain laws to bring for Ghanaians. He's going to let geological surveys to discover where the gold is, so that they cannot destroy the land or degrade the land. And he's going to involve the chiefs also to Lance's department, so that the chiefs also will be the watchers of their land, because the land is owned by the chiefs, but the gold is owned by the state. Okay. So what he want to do is that he want to give them money to do professional mining, so that when they do this professional mining, it cannot be a longer distance. So he see it that is a good work, but because we have leave them astray, that is why probably we are having galamsey people. So as for the people who are working on the rivers, absolutely he's going to stop them, because he's going to set up some committees and some guides to stop them. And the miners, the small scale miners and community miners, he's going to set up. They are going to be involved with the watchers, because if you spoil it, then the whole business will spoil it. So
do you mine along the river?
No, I own the large scale company like Anglo Gold, like Newmont Ghana.
And you are not mining in the river body?
No, did Anglo Gold mining in the river bodies?
But you are not Anglo Gold, I'm asking you.
I'm a Kunta mining. I own a large scale company. I don't do even small scale. Small scale, no, I don't. Right. So how much more galamsey?
Okay.
I don't do. I own large scale company as the expatriate or foreign company has.
Okay, we have less than 30 minutes, 30 days, I beg your pardon, to the elections. This is your camera.
22 days now.
Well, at the time we'll be airing it, it won't be exactly 22 days. What do you have to say to Ghanaians in wrapping up?
Dear Ghanaians and dear NPP, I want to take this opportunity to ask you for your vote. Your vote is very important. Your vote will help Ghana to develop. No country in the world can use 8 years to develop. And NPP NDC have enjoyed 8 years mantra. But what we haven't enjoyed, or what we haven't seen, is the breaking the 8. Now, Akufo-Addo Bawumia has done a lot. The first time the whole Ghanaian have enjoyed free electricity. The first time the whole country have enjoyed water. The first time the whole Ghana we have enjoyed ambulances, one district, one factory, Agenda 111, and the free education. And national health insurance is progressing. We are pleading that I can see Ghana is changing. Ghana is developing in the era of Bawumia, of Akufo-Addo. But Akufo-Addo has been a Mose. Because of our constitution, Akufo-Addo cannot stand as a president anymore. So Bawumia is going to be a Joshua. So he's going to get a double portion of development or anointing from Akufo-Addo, so that Ghana can develop. We can be proud. We can be proud. Now, look at your community and society. Everybody have enjoyed. So we are pleading with you to vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Bawumia is number one. Bawumia Alaji, Dr.
Thank you very
Bawumia
much.
is number one.
Thank
And
you.
vote for
Thank
all
you very
the
much.
NPP MPs. This thing is elephant. Elephant. That is our symbol. Thank you. We love you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Chairman Wontumi has been my guest on Hard Talk this morning. Thank you very much for watching. Stay with us. We will be back with more.